Welcome to this Mastery Empowerment course brought to you by New Earth One Network. I'm Loren Gailey, and we are here with the sound lady, Kathleen Nagy. We are talking about how you can use the beautiful sound of the human voice or the humming to really heal yourself and boost your immunity. Welcome, Kathleen.
Thanks, Loren. Good to be with you.
We are going to see a beautiful video experience in today's session, but I want to check in with you because this is an important time to be utilizing these tools. Share with us why it's so important now.
Well, everyone seems to be waiting for a vaccine for this coronavirus, and that's going to be months, possibly years away. No one is talking about building your immune system so you can fight it off without a vaccine. And in the time that we have waiting for the vaccine, we could have built our immune system's strength to the point where we could just fight it off. And that's why I thought this was a timely uh, topic, how to build your immunity using sound, the sound of your voice, and certain techniques that I'm going to, teach in the course.
And what's really interesting is the scientific level here. What we're about to see includes pictures of before and after. We're going to go into that, but share briefly what that's all about because that is proof positive.
Well, when I was playing these harmonic sounds on my horn, and this is all about harmonic humming, right? And how to make harmonics. And I talk about harmonics and tell you what harmonics are in the course. But um, I had been doing this sort of harmonic meditation with my horn where I would play a note and sing a note at the same time, and that creates this whole chord. And I would put certain combinations of notes together. And I did it because it just felt good. It made me feel good. And I did this meditation probably 5 days a week for 15 years. I never once got sick during those 15 years. And about, I'd feel a scratchiness in my throat and, like a cold was coming on. And an hour or two later, the scratchiness was gone. The cold never manifested. And I attributed that to this meditation that I was, doing every day, but I had no logical reason. I had no proof whatsoever that there was any correlation except that I felt it. So about 5 years into doing this exercise, I was in Provincetown, Massachusetts, and there was a little new age store that had an aura imaging camera. So I said, this is the place. I'm going to make an appointment. We're going to do before and after pictures, take a picture of my aura before I start playing the harmonics, and then play the harmonics that concentrate on, let's say, the heart chakra for 3 to 5 minutes, stop, take another picture, and then compare with the software from the aura imaging camera what happened. And so I did that for about 20, 30 minutes, and we took a bunch of pictures. And it was wonderful because for the first time I had proof. I had something tangible that I could hold on to that said every chakra that I played harmonics for raised in frequency, every one. And that was just like 3 to 5 minutes worth of doing it. And the explanations of the aura software were just, I think, a little over the top because it was saying things like, you must be doing some kind of divine work. It was really saying that I was, healing myself and healing others and the possibility of miracles, and all this stuff was coming out of the software from the camera. And I was like, well, this is awesome. If we didn't even have the software, we just looked at the colors, and the heart chakra started out at blue. And after I played the harmonics, it was purple. Well, purple's a higher frequency than blue, and that's really all you need. So the interpretation was, a bonus. It was the icing on the cake. So I want to show people that sound can affect matter. And that's what this, just get people to believe that this is possible. I mean, people don't think I have a cold, let me hum. They think I have a cold, let me take a pill, let me take some medicine, and there are so many other things that you can do, especially using, the sound of our voices, because our brain responds to the sound of our voice all day long, whether we know it or not. And we might as well consciously take that feedback loop between the voice and the ear and the brain about the health and the body and do something conscious with it. So that's why I start the whole course out with that um, aura imaging case study to say to people, this really works, and here's the proof. Um, and then I go about teaching the course and all the different ways to sing harmonics, to play harmonics on a pitch pipe, which comes very close to the sound of me on the French horn, except you don't have to learn how to play the French horn. You just have to learn how to blow a pitch pipe. And that was so the course is really going through this step by step. Here's how to hum harmonics. Here's how to play harmonics on a pitch pipe. And now this immune support audio file, the MP3 file, this is really the way to get the most bang for your buck out of listening to that harmonic audio file. You can just listen to it and it will help your immune system, or you can hum along with it or play along with it and really give your immune system a kick. And so what I teach is how to do the same things that I was doing on the French horn, basically with the pitch pipe and with your voice.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to see a little introduction video here that explains more about what you just talked about. And you also have a support course, an online course that is a webinar where you work with those who get the pitch pipe to really fully teach them how to fully implement this. When you talk about harmonics, I know we're going to go into that and you're going to say how we can hum harmonics, how we can play harmonics. Share a little bit more, an overview of harmonics and why harmonics are so important in this process.
Okay, so what are harmonics? And I go through, I have 3 or 4 slides on this in the video. It's a 40-minute video that teaches all of this. And I didn't want to spend too much time on it because it is the science of it, and I didn't want to bore people with the whole concept. But what are harmonics and why are they important? Um, Harmonics, there's something in the physics of sound called the harmonic series of notes. It's a phenomenon of the physics of sound, and it's basically how a sound expands. And if you start with one note and you sustain it for a while in a resonant environment, that note will get richer and bigger and fuller because the harmonics are developing. And because the brain is a frequency transmitter and receiver, and the language of the brain is frequency, when you present the harmonic series of notes, that pattern to the brain, it recognizes it readily. It knows exactly what to do with it. So playing harmonics and creating harmonics around a note, it's like giving I say it's like a smorgasbord to the brain, where it can go and say, okay, this is all the note C, but this is the 5th harmonic of the note C, and this is the 7th harmonic of the note C. And the brain can go in and pick, those little pieces of the frequencies out of the harmonic sounds and use it to balance the energy of the body. So I think that harmonics are very important to just give the brain everything it could possibly need to make the repairs it needs to make.
All right, beautiful. Well, thank you for that. And so we're going to go into that video now. Let's watch.